it seems the educated people are the ones that killing people. This is part two of Black Lives Matter. Why Black Lives Matter. So I'm going to say to you again why you shouldn't say Black Lives Matter. First of all, if you are black or mixed with any type of race, you didn't die for your freedom. You didn't. You didn't protest for your freedom. You didn't do that either. And if you are a protester, you're protesting now. But there were people who died, who shed blood way before you came here, way before you even thought of being born, that shed blood on the ground that made this day possible for you. So that's being intellectual and thinking that's why Black Lives Matter. And we have Black Panthers, we have Dr. Martin Luther King, we have Reverend Al Sharpton, we have Reverend Jesse Jackson, and those people have done a lot. And then we have people that's before them that were black activists that we don't even know about because we're not being taught and our children are not being taught. That's why Black Lives Matter. Because I see a lot of people on YouTube saying Black Lives Don't Matter. You crazy. You are. You really are crazy, and you should have your head examined because there's some places that you can't drive through. And some of the places just happen to be in New York and Georgia. Okay. So you need to get that to your head and understand that because you sitting on your you got your ass on your shoulders and you need to get it down. You really do. So anyway, I'm gonna go on to say what I was gonna say. About Black Lives Matter. This is what I noticed, and this is something I want to say to the black community, and this is why I'm speaking to them because I used to write for a black magazine in New York. That's how I first got my job as writing. I wrote for a black magazine in New York for 7 years about the issues all around me. Only the black community knew that. So, it doesn't matter to me who else knew. And if they didn't know, it doesn't matter. That's not the point, because, I care about my own people and I am a people person. But let me finish saying to you, this is what I noticed about cops. The cops, why Black Lives Matter. The black men that are dying, the black boys, the young girls, and the children that are dying, and the women. What they are doing is all the black men that love their families, that's close to their families, that help their mother, that may help their wife or their girlfriend, that has a good heart and tries to do everything with all of his heart and soul to help his family. Those are the ones that they're running after to kill. They're chasing them down to kill them. Those are the people that they're running after to chase down to kill. And most of them are innocent. They may be trying to sell CDs, they may be trying to sell music, and they really help their family. And most of them are really, really good guys, So, and I noticed that they either ridicule them on Facebook, degrade them on Facebook, degrade their character. Just like my husband, he lives in Aldera. Now, the manager, she says some very degrading things about black people. They should be hung on trees and all kind of stuff, and she just crazy. And then I videotaped her, all the apartments that she had, like the maintenance going. I videotaped them going in. They were all black people. And I videotaped her also. All the cars that she towed, I have the license plate too. They were black people. So, and she's just crazy, And then I approached her about, my husband, I said something to her about my husband. I was like, sitting up there horny in the office and you don't have a man and she's coming on to men in her office, about having them come back and forth different times for a package when she want that man, so and then somebody else, on her website saying to her how she tell a lot of lies and stuff, and they moved out like three of the black families that talked to me actually moved away, so and one of them was military and and the wife was talking about the same thing I was talking about, so but you do a recording. So we recorded the wife actually recorded the conversation me and her was having. So we have all that on videotape too. So it's good to use your video camera to record stuff because you can always use it against them. And if you didn't know, it takes 60 seconds and that video will be around the world to all of your relatives, all of your church members in 60 seconds. So it's that fast. And if you don't have a phone, just get on that phone and call one of your relatives and let them call everybody you know. Or when you go to church on Sunday, tell your whole church because your church members are going to tell other people. So you can do that way too. You don't need Facebook to do it because by word of mouth, you can get something across this country in about I mean 24 hours, because I have friends that can do that. It amazes me every time they do that. But this is why Black Lives Matters, and you don't never let nobody intimidate you, to the point that you can't speak up to yourself. That's why we have Black voices. That's why we have Louis Farrakhan, and Reverend Jesse Jackson, and Reverend Al Sharpton. You can call them on the phone and talk to them. So but this is what I'm saying to you. This is why Black Lives Matter. Everything you do that happens to you, you need to talk about, or you tell somebody, and don't let somebody intimidate you. I know people get angry. Don't kill the person. It's better for you to get your Black leaders against them. And you can write about it in your church. You can put it on a billboard, because there's one African American minister. He sued the city of Puyallup for $35 million. He won. He actually won. He recorded and taped everything that they done. Because white people ignorant. They'll do stuff like you ain't got a camera on your phone. You got a camera on your phone, you can record it. That's what make them stupid. So Black people, we always are going by our way and stuff. We don't pay attention. It seems like, to me, racism, they always want some kind of attention from Black people. Most of the time, Black people ain't even thinking about them and ain't studying them, but they just want your attention. So, so just keep that in mind. And if you have a story to tell about Black men, tell it. If you have to tell Minister Farrakhan and the Nation of Islam, do it. If nobody else won't listen to you, they'll listen to you. But yeah, I just wanted to tell you, I'm going to end this and tell you, Black Lives Matter. It's a very, very important issue. So just think about what I said, and all those Black people that are, passed away, and people protesting. So you should be with them, of all nationalities, all races, that come together to protest for them. It's a very important issue, as well as the Pussy Hat generation. The Pussy Hat people are all different nationalities, and they're protesting against racism, and bigotry and women's rights. So it all matters, because it's about our rights. I love you. Love, peace, and soul. Goodbye.